dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, woo! We are back. Video number 14. Oh, I feel great. I feel like I'm gonna get all my Christmas presents. I feel like I'm gonna get everything I wanted. And most importantly, you guys are getting better by watching these videos. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, with this video today, I want you guys to understand what I use to like kind of revolutionize my skills as a basketball player. Coming up, I always wanted to have great games. I mean, who doesn't? Who wants to come to a game and lose or play bad? But I didn't have a foundation for how I wanted to get into my workouts or how I wanted to prep before my games. Do you ever have that issue where trying to get into your game, trying to shake off the jitters, but you're not really sure what you need to do to get yourself warmed up? So I want to show you guys a couple of drills that kind of really revolutionize my game, help me get into my shots, help me get into my points, and that's why I'm able to average what I average, where I score, and then you see me do what I do on YouTube, you know? So please tune in and don't click off this video. You dig? All right, so one of the biggest things that I normally do is I always find a wall. As you guys see, we gotta be around the wall somewhere, so come here, come here. I want you guys to pay attention to this. So this right here is about to be our best friend. The reason why it's about to be our best friend is because I'm about to break down and get into my dribbling drills. So what we have here is, as you guys see, I'm a little bit more than shoulder width apart, but I want to show you guys the difference between short crosses and long crosses. No matter which crosses I decide to do, I always want to touch the wall. Why do I want to touch the wall? Because I want to make sure that I'm active, keep my hands as fast as possible, keeping the defender away, making sure that I can see my opponents, see the court, and everything. There's no point in me looking down. I don't need to worry about where I'm going. I know I need to be progressing north-south, not east-west. So let's get down. Normally I do about 50 to 100 touches, but you guys I'll do 25 and then switch on to the next one. But I'm gonna jump right into it, so make sure you stay tuned in. All right, let's go 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Make sure you really push yourself. If you feel like you go faster, go as fast as you can. Because it's gonna be very hard to replicate game speed. Where you wanna move, how we can move. Cool? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Make sure you keep pushing yourself, challenge yourself, keep that ball below, and then right towards the end, burn out, burn out, burn out. Ooh. Yeah, that just took me, as you guys can see. Towards the end of the workouts, I like to burn out, I like to max out. It's kind of like when you're in the gym and you lifting. For those that do lift, we like to lift and push our muscles to failure because we know we don't get the best results. So right now, you want to fail. You want to mess up. This is where you want to do it. Nobody's really watching you right now. You guys are watching me, and I appreciate you guys for being here. But I'm doing this for you guys. You know, I want you guys to understand is fuck up. Lose the ball. Get it back and figure out that mindset, what you need to be in and what you need to do for yourself to make sure you stay on that court. Nobody wants to ride the bench, all right? Let's go on to the next drill. Going on to the second part of the drills, what I want to show you guys is just the intentionality of moving with your drills, right? So right now I want to show you guys, normally before I used to come to the games, I used to be cool. You know, I used to just, wasn't warm, shoes wasn't tied. My intention for the game was just too swaggy, and I didn't prove anything yet. What I want you guys to focus on right now is when you get yourself into the gym, always try to get to the gym a little bit earlier before your competition and warm up this way, right? So what I like to do is, whatever moves I normally do in the basketball game or I find myself getting into, I want to start there and I want to build from there, but I want to start very close. I want my intentionality of my moves to be so hard and so aggressive that when I step out here, it's not foreign to my body. A lot of you guys like to go out here and start your moves out here, shooting threes and shooting these deep range shots like you Steph Curry, and you have to start with the fundamentals that's going to get you to that level and get you to that highest point of playing. So what I like to start out with is the Tim Hardaway, as you guys know, tween cross. But I like to go a tween cross, replace my feet into my jump shot the same way that I would do out here. So what I want to focus on here is tween cross into the jump shot, boom, boom. You guys know I don't like when I hit the rim. But the intentionality of me doing my moves out here, This drill I didn't really learn on until later in my YouTube career, and I wish I would have had this foundation when I was playing professional overseas, because I think it would have prepared me a lot for my games a little bit better. Whatever you do to one side, you want to make sure that you do to the other side. So as you guys see with the Tim Hardaway, I progressed here, knocked down a few shots, progressed here, knocked down a few shots, got myself sweating a little bit. About to go into about another 2 or 3 moves. And you guys will see how stepping into the game, I'm stepping into the game with a sweat, and my opponent gonna have a hard time. Don't you want the same thing? As you guys can see, the first move that I did was in front, Tim Hardaway. So my intention right there is going downhill. Next move I'm going to is Tim Hardaway behind. So we're here, boom, boom, right into our shooting pocket, right into the top of our shot. Try to get a nice little sweat going. That shot right there is normally flat, so when I got into that flat one, it tells me in my mind to be more intentional, to get more lift, and more than likely they'll put taller, stronger, bigger defenders on you, or you, if you guys are one of those talented players and you want to advance to that point. So let's make sure we compensate for it now. Drop. As you guys see, broke it down on the left side, and break it down on the right side. I'm gonna keep you guys there so you see the intention of me dropping, making sure my knee is inverted, replacing my leg, making sure I'm balanced, popping up into my shot, making sure I get some arc in it. And pay attention to how I replace my feet, which would be the same movement that I would do if I was back on the high school line, college line, or NBA line. And I'm going just as hard as a defender would be in front of me. So there's no difference of me doing this move here than to when I'm out here and somebody's in front of me. Our next move, tween. I like to call this a double tap. I like to call it a double tap because, as you guys know, if you don't know, I like to play zombies. You know, zombies ain't going unless you double tap them, right? So, same concept. Step forward, keep his back foot planted, replace, make sure you get some lift into your shot, knock it down. I know you guys are probably watching this, and if you don't do some of these moves, then you don't have to do these moves. But if you find yourself getting something simple, a simple cross into a replace into your jump shot, please get here and move with intention. I'm showing you guys the moves that I normally do in the games, but you could make this and change this however you need to be prepared for the games, and use whatever reps you need to use to be effective. Next one, like I said, I'm gonna do a double tap. Get right into it. You don't like that rim. Right into it. Eyes up. I'm a big believer in telling my clients, like, look at what you want to kill. So if that opponent is in front of you trying to stop you from doing what you want to do, get that scholarship, get that job, get that bag. Kill it. Now we're gonna switch sides. Make sure it's the same intention, even if we're not used to doing it. Get back into it. Drop. Last one for good measures. And those are the 3 moves that I did to kind of get me prepared to moving backwards. And now, after doing that, this, and that, I'm finally stepping back to the free throw line. So if you guys are finding yourself having being a streaky shooter or not making the shots that you need to make, maybe the way you're preparing is wrong. Try this foundation, see if it works out. Really? So if you guys are looking at me right now, I'm not in front of the basket. If you look up, I'm behind the basket. I know you guys are probably like, well, why are you behind the basket? Normally we only do these shots when you're doing trick shots like horse. I'll beat everybody that's watching this video right now, just in case you guys wanted to get too froggy. All right, but one of the things that I struggled with was I have tight lats. That's from me always doing like push-ups, pull-ups, and just being a bigger guard. And most shooting coaches that I worked with, or even when I was playing pro, they was like, if your shot is flat, you need to kind of get it up. One of these drills that I've learned from one of the professional basketball players that I was working out with, he was just telling me, like, turn the shooting drill fun. Stop making it so serious. Stop making it so hard on. Like, enjoy the game that has given you so much, taught you so much. And this is one of the things that I do before the game. And I know if my opponents are looking at me, they probably like, yeah, he don't take us serious, not knowing that I'm actually locked in. So what I like to focus on is getting here, shoot a high arcing shot, and watching it drop in. Now, obviously, you're not gonna make every shot, but you wanna be intentional about getting it over the rim and getting it to go in, right? So the last two that I shot was long. We kind of wanna get it up and make it like that. Like Lethal Shooter says, I understand it now, right? So right there is one of the good ones. Now, this side is a little bit easier because I'm cheating. My right hand is already over the rim, and you see that I'm angled at it. Now, if we change it around, this is when things get a little bit complicated. So let's change. You guys get over there. Get over there. And now, my right hand is facing towards the out of bounds. So now I have to focus on all these bars and all these things getting over and still try to see if the touch is there. As you guys can see, this one didn't touch the rim, so it's challenging me to put it a little bit higher. And now I have to find that area to get comfortable and knock it down. Slowly but surely, you'll see yourself advancing and getting to this point. So give this a little workout. Try this with one of your teammates, just in case somebody steals your basketball, you're trying to warm up, and we'll see ourselves get to the next level, okay? So since we're at the end of the video right now, I know you guys have seen everything progressively be forward and be under the basket, and a lot of people do not like doing this because it's not fun. But at the end of the day, if you want to see your game advance, you have to really be intentional about everything you do. So now, if I know my game is about to start in like another 5 to 7 minutes, I want to kind of get myself into the movements that I was doing earlier and pull myself back to whatever like lines that we play with. Out here, we play with the NBA line. Some levels play with the college line. Some levels play with the high school line. But I want to show you guys the same intention that I'm going to get into and show you how each part of this workout has got me prepared to make the shots when I get into the game. Watch it drop in. Focus on getting that arc up. My first couple of shots that I shot prior to you guys seeing this was really flat, and I had to see the ball going a little bit, and that's okay, you know what I mean? Right now these shots don't count, but now we progress into these movements. You want to remember why you're doing it. Be intentional. And then you'll find yourself making shots. And then last but not least, get yourself to where you want to. Knock it down. And there you have it. The end of the video. Hope you guys like what you're seeing. Please let me know if you actually use this foundation to get ready for your game and get some buckets. Salty.